in extreme drought conditions. The dangerous combo leading to fast-moving wildfires breaking out this afternoon in the Boulder, Colorado area. The fire sparked by power lines knocked down from those strong winds, gusts reportedly as high as 100 miles per hour, which are also grounding all aircrafts from tackling the blaze. Some communities who may have been prepping to ring in the new year now ordered to evacuate. COVID-19 cases explode across the country. The U.S. shattering daily case records, reporting nearly 2 million cases this week alone, with more than 90,000 Americans currently hospitalized with the virus. This as the FDA is expected to approve boosters for children 12 to 15. Tonight, the new CDC warning to Americans on cruises and the latest study on the Johnson & Johnson booster shot. Cancellations still plaguing airports across the U.S. More than 1,000 flights canceled today as COVID continues to fuel airline staff shortages. One airline asking travelers to delay non-essential travel. As more wicked weather slams the south, torrential rain and flash flooding sweeps across the region, heavy mountain snow blanketing parts of the west. Our Rob Marciano is tracking it all.
A unanimous jury has found Ghislaine Maxwell guilty of one of the worst crimes imaginable.
Ghislaine Maxwell, one of Jeffrey Epstein's close confidants, now potentially facing the rest of her life in prison. One of her victims now speaking out to ABC News, saying she never thought this day would come. Maxwell's brother defending his sister. What he had to say. The triple murder in Texas. The accused culprits, a father and son duo. The father, who police say drove the getaway truck, turning himself in. But his 14-year-old son is allegedly armed and still on the loose. We will have the latest on the urgent search. Good evening. I'm Rachel Scott in for Lindsay Davis. Thanks for streaming with us. Another troubling day in the fight against the surging pandemic here in the U.S. The combination of the Delta and Omicron variants is fueling an explosion of COVID cases, with the U.S. reporting nearly 2 million new cases this week alone. Officials are working quickly to try to respond. The FDA reportedly expected to approve boosters for children 12 to 15 in order to provide another layer of protection for the group as pediatric hospitalizations among the youngest Americans continue to rise. And in just 24 hours, people will be gathered in New York City's Times Square for the annual New Year's Eve celebration. But as the city reports another record day of cases, the celebration has been scaled back with only masked and vaccinated attendees for the midnight ball drop. Meanwhile, the CDC is urging caution for cruise travelers, even for the vaccinated, after an investigation of an outbreak of cases linked to recent cruises. But there is some potentially promising news out of South Africa, where officials say the wave there may have passed its peak, and data points to fewer hospitalizations and deaths from the Omicron variant. So what could it all mean for the U.S.? ABC's Trevor All leads us off.
Tonight, a record number of children are going into the hospital with COVID, 380 a day. Now more boosters are likely on the way. The New York Times reporting the FDA is expected to expand Pfizer booster shots to 12 to 15-year-olds as early as Monday. And this news comes as a trio of new studies further show the vaccines are both safe and effective for children. But so far, 30 million eligible children have yet to get the shot.
What you have now is you have an undervaccinated or relatively unvaccinated population of children with a highly contagious virus. And this virus is seeking out the susceptible, and that is children.
Massachusetts 12-year-old Michaela DeSalle has asthma. She was infected alongside her father, Mike. Both of them are unvaccinated, and both were taken to intensive care.
You gotta really protect yourself, you know what I mean? Even if you don't have any underlying health problems, you got to protect yourself, get vaccinated. I should have did it.
Today in Yonkers, New York, parents lining up with their kids waiting for COVID tests to return to school Monday. But 1 in 4 of the district's tests are coming back positive.
We want our kids in a classroom setting. We want them learning. And but at the same time, we have to do so in a safe manner.
Today, the national case average climbing past its already record-breaking heights to a staggering 316,000 a day. Health officials say all indicators point to Omicron likely being a more mild variant than Delta, but with so many infections, some hospitals are still being pushed to the edge.
We're hearing Omicron is milder, but is it really? This Omicron surge is causing a swift escalation in admissions. We've tripled our admissions in the last week, and these are very sick people.
The CDC now telling Americans to avoid cruise travel even if you're vaccinated, now tracking more than 90 ships after a string of outbreaks. And Dr. Fauci urging people to avoid larger New Year's gatherings where you don't know people's vaccination status.
That would be a risky situation that I would recommend against.
New York City is steadfast, still hosting the iconic Times Square ball drop. 15,000 will be allowed on hand, all masked and vaccinated. The celebration happening despite NYC cases skyrocketing to 74,000 a day, with 30% of EMS and 21% of NYPD now out sick.
Scaled back celebrations there in New York City. Trevor Alt joins us now. Trevor, there's also a new study out tonight from South Africa showing the effectiveness of the Johnson & Johnson booster against Omicron. So what does it show?
Well, Rachel, they examined healthcare workers there in South Africa. They got the original one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine and then that second dose of it as a booster, and they found that it provides strong protection even against Omicron. It cuts the risk of hospitalization by 85%. That is surely welcome news for people who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And also, Rachel, tonight the New York Times was reporting that officials there in South Africa believe that they may have already passed the worst of the Omicron surge there. And while they surely saw a significant rise in cases, they never saw a major spike in deaths. Rachel?
Some good news heading into the new year. All right, Trevor Alt, thank you. We turn now to the dangerous winter weather sweeping the nation as we end 2021. No place at the moment feeling it worse than Colorado, where emergency fire situation is rapidly unfolding. This as flight cancellations nationwide continue to mount from extreme weather and COVID. Will Carr has the details.
Tonight, powerful winds gusting over 100 miles per hour, fueling multiple fast-moving grass fires in Boulder County, Colorado.
This is in the worst possible spot during the worst possible wintertime drought.
The entire town of Superior, 13,000 people told to leave now. Families evacuating this Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. Shoppers evacuating this Costco into the smoke and wind.
This is an imminent threat to everyone who lives in this city, this town. And so at this point, you need to heed the warning and get out.
I have a party near the Element Hotel that's going to be trying to evacuate on foot towards you. They are actively running from fire behind them.
Across the area, at least 6 people rushed to the hospital. The flames and smoke knocking out power and forcing several major highways to shut down. Millions across the country facing dangerous weather conditions. In California, a slow-moving storm dumping torrential rain. Floodwaters inundating this campground in Malibu before dawn. First responders racing to rescue families and their pets. Some 50 people in all brought to safety. To the south, a tree crashing down on the Pacific Coast Highway, bringing utility lines with it, shutting down the roadway.
Well, it's raining here in California. It's been a record-setting dry season in Colorado, and add in those 100-mile-per-hour winds, and you're looking at perfect wildfire conditions. It is supposed to start snowing in the morning in Colorado, but at that point, the damage will have been done. Rachel.
Thanks, Will. And Rob Marciano is tracking all of this for us. So, Rob, what is the deal?
Rachel, we're looking at really what's become a historic mountain wave amplification event, which basically means the mountain creates these waves, and sometimes lee or downwind of the mountains, you can get an acceleration of these winds, and we've seen that today. And the strongest winds should be retreating now into the foothills over the next couple of hours. But sustained winds over 40 miles an hour in Boulder for over 5 hours, that is intense, no doubt about it. And we're going to flip the switch to winter tomorrow. When snows come into the area, look at the advisories for winter storm warnings that include Boulder, watches up for Denver, Kansas City now, and Chicago as this low that was in California emerges into the plains. It'll bring a severe weather threat as well across the Mid-South again tomorrow, but the icing conditions by Saturday morning will be in Kansas City, snow in Lincoln and Omaha, pressing through parts of Iowa and into Chicago by Saturday afternoon, New Year's Day, into Detroit as well. Some of that snow could be heavy at times, big-time cold blast behind it. Out ahead of it in the warm sector, flash flood threat for areas across the Tennessee Valley and Kentucky and Ohio rivers that have seen the tornadoes 2 weeks ago, still recovering there. And then an expansive severe weather threat that's going to include some big cities, and there will be a tornado threat with this as well. New Year's Day afternoon, Shreveport, Birmingham, Atlanta, Nashville. This is going to turn into a high-impact holiday storm, Rachel.
And Rob, we know the drought conditions are helping fuel the wildfire situation in states like Colorado, but in California, they have recently seen a lot of rain and snow. We talked about the drought so much this past summer, so what's the latest on that?
Well, you mentioned the dry air in Denver and Boulder. They're lee of the mountains. That's the dry area always. It takes a lot to get moisture in there. They'll get it tomorrow. But in California, where it's been dry for over a year up until last month, we have seen a pretty good improvement in the drought for now. Thursdays are the days where we measure the drought monitor, and I want to show you the difference between last week and this week. We went for a high area that had exceptional drought to this week now. A lot of that's gone. We have extreme drought, though, across many of the valleys. We've seen 70% of the yearly rainfall and snowfall in Northern California so far. That's a good start. But we need to get at least the rest of that 30% through the rest of the year. Otherwise, we won't have made any long-term improvement in the drought. So off to a good start, but we want to keep this going into the spring. Rachel?
Some much-needed rain, much more hopefully to come. All right, Rob, thank you.
You bet.
A manhunt is underway for a teen who is accused of a triple murder along with his dad. The father turned himself in, but authorities warn his son is armed and dangerous. ABC's Maria Villarreal has the details.
Tonight, the urgent manhunt for this 14-year-old murder suspect, captured on newly released surveillance video opening fire inside a convenience store in suburban Dallas. Police say Abel Elias Acosta shot at least 20 rounds, killing 3 teenagers, including 14-year-old Javier Gonzalez, an innocent bystander who played football in high school.
We sit there and wait for him to come home, and we know he's not coming home.
Police say Richard Acosta, the suspect's father, is behind the wheel of this white pickup truck, the alleged getaway vehicle, and he turned himself in.
Did he give you any insight as to why he would have allowed his son to do this?
That's the magic question. Everything in our investigation shows that he had knowledge of everything going on.
Investigators say they believe the 2 other teens killed, Ivan Noyala and Rafael Garcia, were the shooter's intended targets.
We just want justice to be done. We want him to get caught.
This really is just a tragic story. Maria joins us now. What charges are this father and son duo facing?
Well, the shooter, the suspect, he faces capital murder charges, and so does his dad. Basically, police tell me he allegedly knew about the crime beforehand, and he was the getaway driver. So that makes him just as responsible as the person who allegedly committed the crime. Rachel?
An urgent search now underway. Maria, thank you. Just over 24 hours after Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty of sex trafficking minors, we are hearing from one of her main accusers, a woman who was just 16 years old when she was abused. Maxwell's brother also sharing his reaction. ABC's Ariel Reshef has this report.
Tonight, global scrutiny now shifting to Ghislaine Maxwell's longtime friend, Prince Andrew, after her sweeping sex trafficking conviction. The Queen's son facing a civil lawsuit in New York, filed by Virginia Roberts Giuffre, pictured here with him and Maxwell decades ago. Giuffre accusing the prince of having sex with her on multiple occasions when she was 17, allegations he has repeatedly denied. Maxwell, the only close associate of disgraced multimillionaire and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, to face charges, found guilty on 5 of 6 counts. The British socialite now facing up to 65 years in prison. 4 of her accusers taking the stand. Annie Farmer, the only one to publicly identify herself, telling ABC News the verdict shows no one is above the law.
Wasn't sure that this day would ever come, and I just feel so grateful that the jury believed us and sent a strong message that perpetrators of sexual abuse and exploitation will be held accountable.
But Maxwell's family standing by her, saying the government turned its sights on her only after Epstein took his own life in 2019.
Ghislaine has been denied justice, has been denied a fair trial,
and the presumption of innocence never existed.
Ariel joins us now. Ariel, this is far from over. Maxwell still has yet to be sentenced, and that civil suit is looming for Prince Andrew.
That's right, Rachel. Virginia Giuffre's civil suit against Prince Andrew is scheduled for its next hearing next week. Prince Andrew's attorneys arguing that case should be thrown out. Rachel?
Ariel, thank you. We turn now to the high-stakes call between President Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin today. The call came at Putin's request, as Russia still has tens of thousands of troops along the Ukrainian border, sparking concerns of a possible invasion. So what did the leaders discuss today? Here's ABC's Mary Alice Parks.
Tonight, President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin speaking for the second time in a month. The conversation lasting 50 minutes, well past midnight in Moscow. A senior administration official saying the call was serious and substantive, but suggesting they still do not know if Putin will ultimately still decide to invade Ukraine. It was Putin who requested the two leaders talk again this week. Tensions high in Europe after the Russian president's aggressive military buildup on Ukraine's border. These recent satellite images showing just that. Russian military equipment and as many as 100,000 Russian troops on the border. According to internal emails obtained by ABC News, U.S. Embassy staff in Ukraine's capital city of Kyiv is planning for emergency preparations to evacuate American personnel if necessary. Putin denies he intends to invade. In a new holiday message to Biden, he says he's convinced the pair could work together. But his demands so far, non-starters for the U.S. Putin says he wants a guarantee Ukraine will not be allowed into NATO. Today, President Biden working towards a diplomatic path to de-escalate the situation, but standing firm in his decision to back Ukraine should there be further incursions, saying the U.S. will respond with economic sanctions and NATO reinforcements to the region if needed.
A strong warning from President Biden. Mary Alice Parks joins us now. Mary Alice, this is the second time these two leaders spoke just this month amid mounting tensions over Ukraine. What do we know about why the Russians asked for this call? And what more do we know about the message that President Biden delivered today?
Yeah, Rachel, the White House suggesting that this call was largely an attempt by both sides to set the tone for more meetings that are scheduled in the new year. But the White House saying that Biden said tonight that those meetings would only be productive if the situation on the ground in Ukraine de-escalates. And White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki just put out a statement saying that the president made clear that the United States, its allies and partners, would respond decisively if Russia were to further invade.
And Mary Alice, we also have late word from the Russian government on their view of today's talks. So what did they have to say?
Yeah, their readout seems generally positive, too, saying that they were satisfied with the negotiations at this point, that they felt like the conversation was frank, meaningful, and concrete, that they reiterated their security concerns to President Biden. And it seems that they feel like at this point that the White House is listening. Rachel?
All right, Mary Alice, tracking it all from Wilmington, traveling with the president. Mary Alice, thank you. When we come back, the hard-to-watch images, the Florida worker mauled by a tiger, what he did and the possible charges he could face. Plus, the major update to a story that has been dominating social media, the truck driver sentenced to 110 years behind bars for a fatal car crash. Well, tonight, an update to exactly how long he will have to spend behind bars. And could MDMA be a cure for people trying to overcome traumatic events? We explore a controversial, groundbreaking study next.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any place else. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast, now streaming on ABC News Live.
It was a scary time in the 70s. You had multiple bodies showing up in Los Angeles.
There were so many murders happening. You had to have a name for it, serial killer.
There was a human head in there. This was premeditated evil.
You have this clock. This person is going to do this again.
It's me against the killer. Who's going to win?
We'll see who laughs last.
What came next was unlike anything they had ever seen.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America?
GMA 3, what you need to know. now streaming on ABC News Live. It's all about you.
I risked my life. I put my family in danger. If I was caught, they would have put a bullet in my head. But it was the right thing to do. It was the only thing to do.
Terror plot foiled in Garden City, Kansas.
That would have been one of the most deadly acts of domestic terrorism ever in the United States.
It would have been Oklahoma City.
He put his family, himself, in jeopardy for us.
24 hours, assault on the Capitol. The ABC News original, exclusively on Hulu. Now streaming. This is what being live is all about. This is ABC News Live.
All right, we're gonna move out. Let's move out.
We're surrounded by people squeezing into this bomb shelter.
We're on an urgent delivery run.
Not afraid to go there.
So my question, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Breaking news, live events.
This is the moment.
Streaming straight to you, anytime, anywhere.
You just met one friend right here.
You're watching ABC News Live. Thanks for streaming with us.
National parks are incredibly safe places, but crime will happen.
Hey, Mama. My wife has fallen. She's in really critical condition.
At that time, I thought it was just a tragic accident.
There's still a lot of questions we need to ask.
There were small things that didn't totally add up.
This is 2 lives for Harold that have died now. I was shocked. Something's not right.
Welcome back. Now to a substance many consider a party drug, MDMA, a groundbreaking study saying it could have real medical benefits. Maggie Ruley has this story.
It was absolutely incredible. It felt like all the chains and all the darkness had been stripped away, I guess, for the first time in decades.
Dave Pounds says he remembers the moment his world changed forever.
It was quite remarkable.
It was after just one therapy treatment with MDMA.
And I remember thinking how everything seemed brighter and warmer, and that was fantastic.
Better known as the party drug ecstasy, E or Molly, it's often called the love drug, popular at raves and festivals, but still considered a Schedule I illegal drug in the U.S., outlawed in the 70s even for medical use.
We must wage what I have called total war against public enemy #1 in the United States, the problem of dangerous drugs.
But some researchers never stopped believing in the power of the love drug and continued to study MDMA for decades in hopes to prove it could have real medical benefits and was not just a way to get high. For Dave, he says a groundbreaking research trial with MDMA helped him come face to face with one of the most painful memories of his past.
What was that moment for you that caused this trauma that you got stuck in?
I was 12, and it was during the weeks. Mum was working at a restaurant, and Dad, who's a professor of X-ray astronomy, was giving a lecture. Mum got a lift home from the restaurant from a colleague, and she invited him in for a cup of tea.
He tells us his story, how he heard his mother being murdered from his bedroom upstairs.
There were footsteps up the stairs, and my bedroom door was opened, and all I could hear was panicky breathing, really fast, panicky breathing. I carried on pretending to be asleep. He left and went back downstairs, and that's the last thing I heard for probably about an hour and a half, and I hadn't moved, I hadn't even blinked. I was frozen, petrified with fear.
It was only when his father came home from work that Dave says he walked downstairs and saw what had happened to his mother.
She'd been stabbed many, many times, as I remember. Blood was everywhere, and she'd been raped. So the last image of my mum was that.
For years, he buried the memory.
I remember being in bed for months at night, sort of crying myself to sleep, but apart from that, it wasn't discussed, and we just got on with it.
Dave says he tried to cope and seek help, but as he got older, things only got worse.
And I just started drinking more and more and ended up binges for weeks and weeks.
It wasn't until he says he hit rock bottom in 2019 that he found psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy. And that's when Dr. Ben Sessa entered his life.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Dr. Sessa was leading an MDMA-assisted therapy trial in the United Kingdom.
This medicine that allows you to go to forbidden, avoidant, painful thoughts.
Now, Sessa's the chief medical officer at Awaken Life Sciences, the UK's first provider of psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy available to the public.
What is it like to look up there and see that side?
It's so validating and gratifying after years of this being a kind of weird fringe subject. This is no longer that. This is cutting-edge neuroscience. This is cutting-edge medicine. This is the future of psychiatry.
But what is psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy? It's a treatment that uses traditional talk therapy paired with hallucinogenic drugs like psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in magic mushrooms, LSD, ketamine, and MDMA, also known as ecstasy. Researchers believe these drugs, under the close watch of trained doctors and therapists, may be able to alter a patient's state of mind to possibly help them face the root causes of trauma. They found that MDMA acts as a central nervous system stimulant, increasing chemicals like serotonin and oxytocin in the brain, often called happy or love chemicals, while also decreasing activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear.
So what we're doing is we're cleverly combining these two very disparate fields, psychopharmacology and psychotherapy, which are usually at total opposite ends of the spectrum. We're combining them into a single intervention with drug-assisted psychotherapy.
Dave says he remembers his first night of MDMA therapy vividly.
And I felt really warm and calm, really super sharp, not intoxicated at all, nothing like drinking alcohol. And I just felt safe. Quite quickly, an image came to mind, which was of me in my bedroom the night of the murder. But instead of the bedroom being dark, it was warmly lit. I was sat up in my bed in my pajamas, and the murderer was at the end of my bed. And I just very calmly looked at him and said, I'm pretty sure I know what you've done downstairs, and I'm pretty sure you could kill me. But I want you to know that I'm not frightened of you anymore. Even more bizarrely, Mum came into the room. Next image was all three of us having a hug. I mean, you know, I don't know where that's come from, but it was almost like I was making peace with the whole event.
This is why people don't progress in typical therapy or with typical medications so well, because they can only get so far with their therapy, and they eventually hit this brick wall where it's like, I'll talk about anything, but I ain't talking about that. And then with the MDMA on board, I think of it, Dave, as like a sort of life jacket or bulletproof vest to wear into battle with your trauma. Because it just, in some ways, it's not that magical. It simply allows you to do the psychotherapy that you should have done decades ago. Did it sort of feel like that? You could finally had permission to go there and talk about those memories?
Yeah, and whether that was conscious or subconscious, I'm not sure.
Currently, Awaken offers therapy with ketamine, which is legal in the UK. But Dr. Sessa is pushing for the legalization of more psychedelics.
When you get your leg mended, it's mended. You're discharged, you never see them again. We don't tend to do that in psychiatry. Why not? Well, I think we can. And I think psychedelics offer us that opportunity.
According to the World Health Organization, there's been a 13% rise in mental health conditions and substance use disorders in the last decade worldwide. In the United States, the results from 2 phase 3 90-patient MDMA-assisted therapy clinical trials conducted by the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies were recently published. That group is in the process of seeking full FDA approval for MDMA-assisted therapy as a new prescription treatment for PTSD.
We found a statistically very persuasive difference between MDMA and placebo. And the placebo group actually also got the therapy. So it's not just comparing to a sugar pill, it's comparing to psychotherapy together with a sugar pill.
The results of these studies found 67% of people who had MDMA-assisted therapy no longer qualified for a PTSD diagnosis after 3 sessions, compared to only 32% of people who got traditional talk therapy alone. And 88% of the people with MDMA-assisted therapy had clinically meaningful reductions in PTSD symptoms.
we're hopeful that by the end of 2023 that we'll be able to start offering this treatment in clinics in several locations in the U.S.
But some experts caution that this trial was relatively small, reminding people MDMA is not a cure-all drug. During treatments, it must be used in a controlled setting.
It's important that, as this study is showing, that MDMA was given in the setting of therapy, and that the role that it plays is really in facilitating a therapy that's very productive for the person, as opposed to being a magic pill that you take and suddenly all your problems go away.
For Dr. Sessa, he says the biggest hurdle now is public perception.
I'm going to give the war on drugs a massive amount of credit for one thing, for very, very successfully poisoning the minds of 50 years worth of intelligent, erudite people to have an instinctive knee-jerk reaction that if a drug is used recreationally, it is therefore dangerous and useless and addictive and couldn't have any possible positive benefits. That is just wrong. They are not useless, they are extremely useful, they are extremely safe, and they could be superb medicines for patients.
How do you think we make that flip from having people think about MDMA as more than a party drug?
Oh, such a big question, such a good question. I mean, so many ways. I mean, the way that I'm doing it is through the science and the medicine and the collecting the data and the demonstrating the safety and efficacy of these tools. And then comparing and contrasting that with our traditional treatments in psychiatry, which are failing our patients in so many cases.
While the research and debate continues, Dave says this is the best he's felt since he was 12. What's the world like for you now?
Well, I think I feel at the moment stronger and calmer and probably having more hope about the future than I've had for decades. I don't feel as though I could class myself as being cured, but, if something does trigger the anxiety, it tends to feel a lot less strong and I tend to recover more quickly. So, in that sense, I'm certainly more resilient.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, really fantastic.
Research that could change public perception. Our thanks to Maggie. Still ahead here on Prime, new details surrounding that shooting spree in Denver and what police say was written about killing 2 of the victims. The landmark opioid verdict targeting the drug supply chain. And how about $500 million for the new year? We take a look at the latest mega jackpot by the numbers. But first, our tweet of the day. We are certainly sending our well wishes to ESPN colleague Dick Vitale as he undergoes chemo.
It's an extraordinary story.
A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
They let him turn himself into jail with no escort.
No one thought he would run.
How do you evade capture for 25 years? How do you do that?
Now, join the search, following the U.S. Marshals as they uncover new leads in a global manhunt. Can you help catch this fugitive? Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man? Listen and join the all-new hunt wherever you get your podcasts.
It was a scary time.
In the 70s, you had multiple bodies showing up in Los Angeles.
There were so many murders happening. You had to have a name for it. Serial killer.
There was a human head in there.
This was premeditated evil.
We have this clock. This person is going to do this again.
It's me against the killer. Who's going to win?
We'll see who laughs last.
What came next was unlike anything they had ever seen.
World News Now.
And America This Morning.
The best new videos.
Breaking news overnight.
Your money and concerns about inflation.
The pandemic is not over.
The stories people are talking about.
You don't want to shave your legs? Don't. I was gonna say. And what to expect in the day ahead.
From the top of the world, baby! ABC World News Now and America This Morning.
Weekday morning starting at 2 a.m. Eastern.
Up all night to keep you up to date.
Right now, with so much at stake, Sunday mornings, this is the place. Taking on all the tough questions, straightforward reporting, no spin, no hype, no bull. See why Sunday mornings, more and more Americans are now turning first to ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos.
Welcome to This Week.
When you wake up in the morning,
up in the morning, darling, I'll be by your side. I'll be there by your side. I'll be everything you wanted. I'll be there by your side. If you need a light to shine in, hold out your hand, let the stars shoot again, let the light shine in through the dark.
Good morning, America.
This is what being live is all about. This is ABC News Live.
All right, we're gonna move back. Let's move back. We're surrounded by people squeezing into this bomb shelter.
We're on an urgent delivery run.
Not afraid to go there.
So my question, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Breaking news, live events.
This is the moment.
Streaming straight to you, anytime, anywhere.
You just met one friend right here.
You're watching ABC News Live. Thanks for streaming with us.
Would you like to start the new year with $500 million? I'm sure we all love the sound of that. The Powerball Jackpot just got a whole lot bigger. Let's take a look by the numbers. $500 million, that's the estimated jackpot for the next drawing on Saturday, January 1st. The prize only growing larger after there was no big winner in last night's drawing. $356 million is the prize before taxes if you choose to take it home all at one time instead of cashing out over 30 years. It's been nearly 3 months since the last Powerball Jackpot winner, one very lucky person in California, took home a whopping $699.8 million grand prize in October after purchasing 10 Quick Picks at an Albertsons grocery store. That prize was the 5th largest Powerball jackpot ever. The biggest in history was the $1.586 billion one back in 2016. That was shared by winners in 3 different states. But all that cash is still not enough to top the biggest winner ever. A woman in South Carolina had a winning Mega Millions ticket for $1.537 billion in 2018. She picked the cash option payment of $878 million, which was the largest payout to a single winner in U.S. lottery history. Since October's big Powerball win, there have been 37 drawings without a Powerball jackpot winner. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 292.2 million, so not really great, but who knows? Take a shot with the $2 ticket by Saturday, and you may not have to go back to work on Monday. Just don't forget your friends here at ABC News. And still ahead here on Prime, 2 separate recalls from Tesla, hundreds of thousands of cars impacted. We will have the details. Going viral, staying fit while sending out positive energy. It's this week's TikTok. But first, a look at our top trending stories on abcnews.com.
Powerful stories of our time, anytime. Nightline.
It's an extraordinary story.
A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
They let him turn himself into jail with no escort.
No one thought he would run.
How do you evade capture for 25 years? How do you do that?
Now, join the search, following the U.S. Marshals as they uncover new leads in a global manhunt. Can you help catch this fugitive?
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man? Listen and join the all-new hunt wherever you get your podcasts.
Now streaming on ABC News Live 2020. True crime, cinematic, real-life drama, stunning, the unthinkable. Follow the clues. The Hunt. True crime 2020. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
National parks are incredibly safe places, but crime will happen.
Hey, my wife has fallen. She's in really critical condition.
At that time, I thought it was just a tragic accident.
There's still a lot of questions we need to ask.
There were small things that didn't totally add up.
This is 2 lives for Harold that have died now. I was shocked. Something's not right.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
Seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know,
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it? Feel smarter.
feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America?
GMA3, What You Need to Know. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
It's all about you.
I know what happened, and I'm not guilty.
Why the fascination with criminal trials? Figure out what's really out there.
She revealed she had murdered his family.
I know in my heart they did this.
It's the time of suspicion.
The ending's really tough.
You don't know whether truth is going to be difficult to find unless you try to find it.
This is what being live is all about. This is ABC News Live.
All right, we're gonna move back. Let's move back. We're surrounded by people squeezing into this bomb shelter.
We're on an urgent delivery run.
Not afraid to go there.
So my question, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Breaking news, live events.
This is the moment.
Streaming straight to you, anytime, anywhere.
You just met one friend right here.
You're watching ABC News Live. Thanks for streaming with us.
With New Year's Eve just around the corner, the U.S. now seeing record numbers of new COVID cases. Close to 1.9 million new cases this week alone, meaning on average, 3 Americans are testing positive every second. Boston planning a New Year's Eve celebration where people will also be able to get their shots and boosters.
New York City Mayor-elect Eric Adams says a booster shot requirement will be considered as part of an up-to-date COVID mandate program.
This is a moment that we are going to get through, and we're going to show New Yorkers together we can get through that.
The CDC is now telling Americans to avoid cruise travel regardless of their vaccination status.
But there is some good news. A new study from South Africa finding 2 doses from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are 85% effective against hospitalization with Omicron.
Investigators say the gunman who killed 5 people during a mass shooting in Colorado gained entry into a Denver condo building by impersonating a police officer. An internal email to residents confirmed that Lyndon McLeod was dressed as a law enforcement officer when he was allowed into that building by a security guard. He was then escorted to a specific floor and fatally shot 67-year-old Michael Swinyard. The gunman was an author who had written several disturbing books with extremist views.
I'd like to know why somebody who had documented writings and cited specific properties and specific people in the city that we were not made aware of that.
That gunman also went to a tattoo shop and a hotel where he killed 2 of his victims. That gunman himself later shot and killed by a local police officer.
Authorities identifying that hero officer as Ashley Ferris, a 3-year veteran of the Lakewood Police Department. She remains in the hospital with her family by her side. Colorado's governor is now taking action in that 110-year sentence of a truck driver, reducing Rahel Aguilera Maderos' sentence to just 10 years. Governor Jared Polis calling the original sentence highly atypical and unjust. The commutation comes after the DA in the case asked the judge to lower the steep sentence over a fiery crash in 2019, which killed 4 people.
I ask for your patience as we take steps provided for in law, as we consider a new sentence.
Automaker Tesla is issuing 2 separate recalls for more than 475,000 of its cars. The company recalling all Tesla Model 3s made between 2017 and 2020 due to a defect that can cause the rear view camera not to work. The Model S is being recalled because the front hood could pop open while the vehicle is in motion. A jury has found drug maker Teva Pharmaceuticals responsible for contributing to the opioid epidemic in New York State. The lawsuit filed by the New York Attorney General accused Teva and its affiliates of aggressively marketing painkillers while doing nothing to minimize addiction. The resulting fine could be in the hundreds of millions. Teva said it will appeal, and the judge must consider a request for a mistrial. More than 100,000 people died last year from overdosing on opioids, in part from fentanyl.
Jeopardy champion Amy Schneider in a league of her own now this morning. She won for the 21st straight time on Wednesday, the most by a woman, just days after taking the record for highest all-time earnings for a woman earlier this year. Schneider, she made history as the first transgender contestant to make the Tournament of Champions. She still has a long way to go, though, to catch host Ken Jennings and his 74-game winning streak, but it has been fun to watch.
A Florida zoo is closed after a man entered an unauthorized area and was attacked by a tiger. ABC's Victor Oquendo has the gory details.
Where are the tigers at?
New tonight, body camera video of Florida deputies rushing into the Naples Zoo, where a tiger latched on to a man's arm after he stuck it inside the enclosure. It's tough to watch.
You got a tranquilizer? No.
The man's arm bloodied, severely injured. He's begging deputies for help, telling them to shoot the tiger. The deputy tries kicking and shaking the enclosure, trying to get the tiger to release the man before firing a single bullet, hitting the animal, who then retreats.
I know I had to shoot it.
Tighten that windlass?
I don't know where I even hit it.
The Collier County Sheriff's Office identifying the man as 26-year-old River Rosenquist, who called 911 himself.
I'm being attacked by a tiger. Please, please, please.
Rosenquist was transported to the hospital with serious injuries. Authorities say he was a member of a cleaning service and was either petting or feeding the animal, both of which are unauthorized.
It's a male tiger defending his territory. It was a tiger defense, not a tiger attack.
A veterinarian examined the 8-year-old endangered Malayan tiger, seen here on the zoo's website, once it was safe to do so, and determined it died from the gunshot.
Is there anything else that the deputies may have been able to do in that spot?
That deputy did the absolute right thing at the right time. The bottom line is there's no single animal life more important than a human life.
Our thanks to Victor. We're tracking several headlines around the world. Look at these Romanians performing a traditional bear dance to the beat of drums and whistles before New Year's Eve. The tradition, which dates back to the Middle Ages, is believed to help remove the bad spirit of the old year and welcome in the new year. Despite the threat of COVID, thousands of Indian tourists hit the beaches, pubs, and clubs of Goa for the new year. The Indian government has stepped up restrictions in hopes of curbing the outbreak by implementing curfews in all major cities, making restaurants limit their number of customers. And lastly, one time for the female rappers in Tunisia. The creators behind this all-female hip-hop album are trying to promote gender equality and encourage women to break free from, quote, social norms. Women rappers say their art is usually less recognized in the male-dominated industry. Hip-hop grew to be a pillar of the country's art scene after the toppling of their former president in 2011. All right, we turn now to our weekly segment, TikTok, where we interview some of our favorite TikTokers, taking a closer look at the story behind the sensation. And today we got one of my faves. Caleb Marshall is a fitness star who specializes in upbeat at-home workouts that are guaranteed. And I could tell you, because I follow him, they will make you laugh and feel good about the body that you are in. Caleb's instructional dance videos have received over 22 million likes, spreading body positivity into the homes of so many. So joining us now is Caleb. Good to have you with us, Caleb.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, listen, you have created quite the online community. You focus on fitness being for everyone, and you offer your workout classes for free. You cater to all body types. So what led you to this approach?
You know, when I was younger, I never thought I was going to be a fitness instructor. I didn't like to work out. I didn't want to move my body. I thought that was for people with six packs and that were amazing at being athletic. And so I discovered when I was really young and insecure with my own body and who I was, my personality, my sexuality, that when I got in front of the mirror and I danced and I pretended to be the queen of pop, Miss Britney Spears, I felt like I was calm and happy and my truest self, and all those insecurities just melted away. It was like there was a moment where I felt the soul of Richard Simmons and Britney Spears enter my body at once. Okay. And it was euphoric and magical. And it was just this amazing thing because I think that fitness is so often something that people feel like they can't be a part of. And that's why I started this, because I wanted everyone to be able to feel confident and sexy in their body.
Sometimes I feel the soul of Beyonce, let me tell you, Caleb. Since the pandemic, yes, there it is. We have seen so many people shift their fitness routines from a gym to the comfort of their own home. So do you think that this is the way of the future of fitness?
Oh, absolutely. And I realized during the pandemic, we started shooting our videos right here, which is my living room. And so when we started doing that, people really connected to it, because often the people who felt disenfranchised, yep, right there, those are the people who thought that they had to have special equipment or be in a gym. I mean, we're literally in our living room getting UPS packages during these live streams, and it makes it so real and so approachable, because you don't have to be anything but yourself and have a little bit of space to get a great workout.
So relatable too, because we've all been there. We're either on Zoom, we're doing something, we get that knock on the door when we're unexpecting it. We have also
what are you gonna do? Not answer it? Like,
I know, yeah. You pulled it off so well. We also know that you're a massive Britney Spears fan, and one of your most viral videos was during a live stream workout session when you found out the news that Jamie Spears was terminated from Britney Spears' conservatorship. So let's take a listen.
Jamie's gone? Sorry. Jamie's gone?
Kayla. They pulled out how?
Of the conservatorship? Woo! Oh, this is a good day. We're gonna sweat booties. Free Britney. In.
Sweat in the name of Britney. And since then, you did a fitness class outside the courthouse. What was that moment like for you?
Oh, that was epic, because every time she's had a court hearing, we've had a live stream during the hearing. So we've never been able to actually go. And the very last day when she was actually freed, yeah, we were on stage at the rally. The energy was magnetic. It was this culmination, I feel like, of everything that we have been researching and fought for so long. So it was really incredible to just be around everyone who loves and supports Britney for the moment when she actually got her freedom.
All right, so I got to ask you a little bit of some self-help tips for me. I don't know, my workplace here is Congress, Capitol Hill. So what are some workouts you think could help build strength and stamina for people like me, regardless of where your office is?
I mean, here's the deal. When you're working out, it needs to be obviously something that you can do in that little space, but it needs to be something you love. And I feel like if you're working out at work, you've probably got stress in your life. So I think it's great to take a little brain breaks. And the way I do that, and I would recommend, is to do our YouTube videos, because they're like 3 minutes long. They can get you out if you're stressed, if your boss is on you, if you're in a funk, you have something due. Put on a Fitness Marshall video. The next 3.5 minutes, you're gonna be dancing to your favorite pop song. You don't have to have a lot of space. If I'm in this chair right here, boom, boom, bam, bam, look at me go, I'm working out. And you can have so much fun, get a little endorphin in your brain, and then get right back to work. So the 3-minute YouTube videos, that's where it's at.
I gotta say, I just love what you just did. I don't know if I could make it look as good as you did. There it is. Oh, just a little bit of, I'm not even gonna, okay?
That's right.
Not even
you got
gonna.
it. I saw it.
That is a viral clip loading as we speak. Caleb Marshall, thank you so much for your time. Good vibes today and always, and happy 2022 to you, my friend.
Thank you. Yes, Happy New Year.
And when we come back, the people who inspired us this year.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source. This is what being live is all about. This is ABC News Live.
All right, we're gonna move back. Let's move back. We're surrounded by people squeezing into this bomb shelter.
We're on an urgent delivery run.
Not afraid to go there.
So my question, Mr. President, what are you so afraid of?
Breaking news, live events.
This is the moment.
Streaming straight to you, anytime, anywhere.
You just met one friend right here.
You're watching ABC News Live. Thanks for streaming with us.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America?
GMA 3, what you need to know. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
It's all about you.
The ladies you love, the hottest topics happening now. There's only one place to find it all.
You guys are having the hard conversations. I love The View.
The most watched #1 daytime talk show is The View. Now streaming on ABC News Live.
It was a scary time.
In the 70s, you had multiple bodies showing up in Los Angeles.
There were so many murders happening. You had to have a name for it. Serial killer.
There was a human head in there. This was premeditated evil.
You have this clock. This person is going to do this again.
It's me against the killer. Who's going to win?
We'll see who laughs last.
What came next was unlike anything they had ever seen.
ABC News honored winner of 9 Edward R. Murrow Awards, more than any other network, including winning for the 3rd straight year the award for overall excellence in television. ABC News is America's #1 news source. With so much at stake, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 newscast and the #1 program on television.
Welcome back. From a 6-year-old coach to the youngest astronaut in the U.S., Will Gans brings us some of the most inspirational people from this year who are setting a big standard for 2022.
In 2021, inspiration coming from sources near and far, like out of this world far.
Oh, I couldn't believe how beautiful it was.
Haley Arsenault becoming the youngest American to ever go to space, on board SpaceX's appropriately named Inspiration 4.
I think having cancer made me tough, and I think in a way it prepared me to go to space.
Haley, a former patient at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, now working there as a physician's assistant, FaceTiming her patients during her 3-day stint in outer space.
Going through treatment and having that hope, that's what made me love my life. That's what gives me so many sunny days. And just absolutely just loving the day that you're in, because you're here.
Haley proving to her patients and the rest of us that not even the sky is the limit.
I'm just a regular person going to space. And not everyone has had childhood cancer, but everyone has had to overcome something.
Back on the ground, proof you don't need to be big to make a big impact.
Legends are made every day, and you could be one of the greats.
6-year-old Coach Cal Perks, motivating millions on TikTok with his pint-sized hockey pep talks.
What is your advice to people who want to wake up and get the W, whether it's on the ice or off of the ice?
You can be amazing. You just have to work hard for the W. You have to show them what it takes to get the W.
From the ice to some warm and fuzzies, compliments of Lucy Blaylock.
I enjoy knowing that I can help other people. I know that the world needs it right now. Everybody, COVID and everything that's happening right now.
The Tennessee 12-year-old sewing blankets for kids in need and masks for first responders.
Not everybody can sit down and sew blankets all the time, but we talk all the time that everybody can do something. Surely we can all do something to make the world a little bit brighter wherever we're planted.
Lucy most recently organizing a month-long kindness challenge.
Just anything I can do to help, I'm gonna do it.
And feats of physical strength also proving that we could go the distance this year. Robbie Ballinger shattering a record running 100 miles in a day in New York's Central Park.
For me, it's all about setting goals, whatever those goals might be, set them big, and always make sure to celebrate your victories and let go of your defeats.
And in a time when live performances seemed impossible, Jill Fiore playing full-blown rock concerts from her fire escape, a safe way to honor her late father and bring the music back to people who so desperately needed it this year.
I think that if my dad could say anything, he would tell me that he's proud of me, and he would tell me to keep doing what I love, because it's making me and others happy.
Even in times of uncertainty, and in 2021 there was plenty of that, these everyday heroes proving that hope is always just around the corner.
What is the message that you would say to 10-year-old Haley?
You know, if I could tell 10-year-old Haley that she'd one day go to space, I wouldn't. Because I think that's the fun of life, is you don't know what's coming. And that's the reason to hang in there, because there are such exciting things that are going to come your way that you don't even know.
A good way to close out the year. Our thanks to Will. Before we go tonight, the image of the day, and few have inspired more than Desmond Tutu. His body lay in state today in a Cape Town, South Africa cathedral where he famously preached against apartheid. Tutu requested the cheapest coffin available. His body will remain on display before he's given a hero's farewell and laid to rest. And that is our show for this hour. Stay tuned to ABC News Live for more context and analysis of the day's top stories. Thanks for streaming with us. Happy New Year.
This is an ABC News Live special.